Hi, everyone. So let's wrap up our 4 ways to drive employee engagement. And this one you may not be thinking of, but I think is really important. So, for this one, it's all about addressing issues in the agency when they come up. And I know for a lot of agency owners, leaders, we sort of avoid it, ignore it, hope it blows over. But I want to tell you that the reality of the situation is it probably won't. In fact, it will fester. And so, one thing that we need to be doing to drive employee engagement is not tick off our rock stars, right? It can also degrade everything in the agency when standards are lowered. So, if somebody's, let's just use cell phones, if somebody's allowed to use their cell phone, everybody else getting cracked down on it, it's a problem. And so, what we find is when problems arise, we need a healthy mechanism to deal with them. Now, a challenge we often come across is that we're not in a routine habit of meeting with people. So we got to call the big meeting. And this, let's be honest, is one of the things that holds us back from actually doing it. So instead, what we need to do is identify issues quickly, even when they're small, talk through them, and get them into a better routine before it just seems like an unsurmountable mountain. We have an agency that we've worked with for a while now, and the problem is that everybody's going in different directions. The culture's really broken down, and it almost seems like an insurmountable hill to climb to get people working together for a variety of different reasons. There's infighting, there's gossiping, there's backstabbing, there's lack of accountability. And I think that the one thing that we always want to drive home to people is that it can be turned around, but it's killing the morale and the engagement of other employees. Kind of think of it this way. It's like in your marriage, if there's a big debate or if you're really ticked off because someone won't put the dishes away, it doesn't matter about some of the other stuff. And so we encourage agencies to routinely coach their team as opposed to waiting for the blow up. And when you see something happen, it does need to be addressed, even if people don't want to address it. This is another hurdle that we see. People come in, they tell you something, oh, I don't want, don't know, don't get me involved. But here's the thing, it's going to need to happen because just like garbage in, garbage spreads, drama in, drama will spread in your agency and it will destroy employee engagement. People come in, check out, wear their minimum pieces of flair, to use an office space term, and then go about their business because they're not really motivated or driven to do a great job because everything kind of hits that roadblock of employee disengagement or issues internally. So my message to you on this video is if there are issues in the office, even small ones, just address them routinely. And it doesn't have to be a big, long, dramatic meeting. Sometimes it's just a conversation and just a notification that we're not doing it that way. That's not how we roll here. Let's get back on track. And when you do that enough, you realize people kind of come along and things get a lot better quickly. That's our tip for today. We'll see you at our 3-minute mashup tomorrow.